Okay, I've got the microphone on. Hopefully, it's all good. And welcome, everyone. Glad to have you all on board today. Today is May the 8th. And happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there. And hopefully, you'll have a very good, relaxing, and enjoyable day. So, best wishes for all the mums, and hopefully you're all good with that. Big welcome to my moderators, Arizona Snowman, and I'm sure Piggy will be along soon. I do believe C&D Boy was here already as well. So welcome, glad to have you on board. And of course, big welcome to all the members who are supporting the channel, as well as all the other family members, I guess is what we can call them. So welcome to everyone. And yes, on the screen, day 54 of the Icelandic volcano eruptions. I'm trying to go up one day at a time, or one reasonable day at a time as we progress here. Boy, my tongue's not working so well today. Anyway, I'm glad to have everyone on board. There's Piggy now, and we do see Piggy, and I'm just trying to see something here. Let's see. Who did I say was number one today? It was Grandma B. So let's do that first. Grandma B. Whoops. Spell it right, that'd be better. Grandma B gets the lava cookies today, you guys. And yeah, you're always good. Dr. Fox, I was still young then. Vaughn, oh boy. And Maria says, we speak Doc, we understand, no worries. Thanks, Maria. And anyway, beautiful views there of our wonderful Ragnar when it was still young. And we did like watching those streams of lava coming out of it and all that nice stuff. So really, really cool. A couple things I got to do here, and we'll get them going. And we'll get Piggy her cart and her crayons. There's Piggy's cart, and she got a load of crayons she can take away right away. And hopefully she'll be nice and not run into anyone, and take it really, really easy. We speak Fox. Okay, thanks, Maria. And glad to have everyone on board. We'll go through names real quick here. That way we won't miss out on too many. And I'm going to start out with Colin Deadman is back, as well as Paul Williams. Karen made it back in here. Headleyman BC got back in. The Montoma Maria is back. Hermione Schaefer also in the house. Sophie made it back in. Trev T is here. Grandma B, first time in ages that I was first. Well, yeah, Grandma B, you did a good job, and glad you got those cookies. Paul Williams is here. Amelia is also here. Yvonne Kunkel, welcome. Glad to have you on board, and hope that you are enjoying your days off. Going up a little bit more, I think we got Sophie already, and just sliding up to see who else is here. Did I say Colin Deadman already? Irish Monk is in the house for sure. And going up some more, Daryl R. Arliss Scott. Welcome, you guys. Harry, live? No, it's not live, Harry. It's Icelandic volcano eruption day 54. As it says on the screen, and we're just watching reruns as we get up to our show here. And that is oh, that's actually, why is that gone to that. Let me fix that. Okay. That should be alright. Anyway, going up the list to see a few more names here. So we got Maria, we got Sue Hayes, Sasha. Welcome, you guys. Joss Dean also in here. Welcome. And going up a little bit more. Layla, back in the house. Welcome, Layla. And let's see. Who else snuck in here? Tom Dice is also here. Welcome back, Tom. I'm glad to have you on board. And let's see, who else? Tony Flabby, welcome. And I know it's really early in the morning there for Tony. I don't know if he's not gone to bed yet, or is he a really, really early riser. I'm betting he hasn't gone to bed yet, but that's okay. Trev T still in the house. Welcome, Trev. Glad to have you back. We got that Irish monk guy already, and Irish monk, say hi to the Amunkus as well, please. Hopefully you don't get hit for calling her that. Daryl R also in the house. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, who else did I not say 2 or 3 or 4 times already? As I'm going up the list, trying to catch names that I possibly had missed. All right, I think, Pamela Moncure, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And nice to see that you made it in for the live today. And let's see, who else we got there? Lots of Tony Flabby and lots of Kevin Haynes and Karen, and I'm just going up. That's it as far as I can go. I don't see anybody else up at the top. That is new, but I think the monkus shouted hello to you, Dr. Fox. She is listening. Excellent. And hope she's doing well. And I'm interested in what kind of rocks she's putting in the bags. Eva is also here. Welcome back, Eva. Glad to see you. Going up a little bit more to see if I missed any others while I was scrolling the other way. And Mars 2028 is here. And that is excellent. Who else made it back? I think we're good for right now. Names wise, if I did not say your name, I'm not trying to be offensive in any way, shape, or form. I just missed it in the list. So if you talk more, I will definitely note it and see you there. So all cool, and that is good. So, hey, while we got light over in our wonderful Azores, let's pop over there for a quick view. I want to first off shut the banner off there, and then we'll go over to the Azores while it is still in a lit state. Look at that. You can actually see Pico Island and that big monstrosity of a volcano that they've got over there. And that is pretty nice looking. So there you go, you guys. That is Pico Island, and there's their big monster of a I think it's called a Montana volcano. I'm not even sure, something like that. I'll have to look back on the maps and see what they actually call that one. But it is awesome to be able to see that during the daylight. Seas look not bad, so all cool. Let's get to the next one. Here's our little cove, and it looks pretty cool. There's that freestanding rock in the water there, and of course, you know, all this material that the people have built their homes on is all volcanic rock, including that guy right there. Even though that's out in the water, it's been washed away a little bit, but that is all volcanic rock. You can actually, wow, you can even see another island in the distance here for a change, and this is pretty awesome. Good clear visibility. And same with this. Nice clear skies for the good folks of the Azores today. And that would make their Mother's Day a whole bunch better there, which is really, really nice. Anyway, a quick peek at the earthquakes. And we only see 4 on this list, ranging from 1.5, 2 of those, to 1.9 at the peak there. 1.7 is the other one, and they're really hard to find on here. So I am going to revert to the other map. There's that 1.7, 1452 was that on their time. What is this guy? 7:52 a.m. for that one. And here's 14:37 for the 1.9. I think we already got that. All right. Does it show? Yeah, there it is. So there's that 1.5. The 1.7 is right beside it. And let's see if we get the other one here. There's the other 1.5 from 5:31 a.m. And those are the only ones that they're showing on this particular map. If we go to the other map, I need to refresh that one a little bit. And we'll see if there's anything else showing up on it. Make it larger. There we go. And I don't think there's anything new, but we'll definitely zoom into this area here. St. George Island, and that's what we're looking at. And of course, if we zoom in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in total according to this map, and the other one said 4, so I'm not sure what's going on with that count. Here's another one out in the water, nowhere near anything really other than the fault going through here, really not much else. And then we have this other one 4 hours ago at a 2.3 over on this end. So a few earthquakes in the Azores, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 indicated. From 2.3 is the largest one, and 1.5 as the smallest one. So yeah, this one must have been one they didn't have on that other map. It's the most recent one. Let's see. Oh, no, that's not going to work. If I hit close, of course, it takes me to something else. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. All right, so we are still seeing some activity from yesterday. There was right down at the 5 kilometer mark, as well as up at the 1 kilometer mark. And now we see up in the top here, it looks like 2 or 3 stacked together. Right there, those yellow rings, and then of course the red one. So showing here at least 4 and maybe 5 if you count one of these here. I think that might have been the wrong time though. There might even be 3 stuck in that little ring, the yellow one. So hard to tell from this view, but definitely some earthquake activity going on there in the Azores, and that is continuing to go. I'm thinking this thing is going to pop pretty soon. I'm hoping it will, at least in the near future, in my lifetime. It would be nice. Just hope nobody gets hurt. Anyway, well, put it back to that original shot there, and beautiful to see the Pico Island volcano standing there so proudly. All right, let's take off and go over to Sicily and have a look at Mount Etna. And unfortunately, Mount Etna is doing it again. It's hiding in the clouds. That weather system that we had there yesterday, still doing the same thing. I mean, these are just massively puffy clouds dumping a lot of rain. Not much we can do. Let's see. CVET69, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. Did I miss anyone else sneaking in here just now? I think we're pretty good. We got, oh, DJ Puff the Third came in as well. Hey, how you doing? And who else came in? Got Sasha already. So good to have you back on board. And I think we're good for right now. And let's see what else. Mark McLean, hey Doc, you're watching those crazy tsunami boogies out in the what? Andaman Sea? I didn't hear nothing about no tsunami boogies out there. None at all. Wasn't aware of tsunamis. But that's okay. Anyway, Etna hiding behind clouds. There's another shot of the valley, and when we look at it, and certain times, like if I go about 8.5 hours back, it looked really steamy. That's actually still around just about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it really hasn't finished steaming off yet. So the sun is not burning off that moisture. But later on in the day, it looked a little different, little higher up clouds for them there, but not by much. And beautiful green though. Wow, that is really, really looking really nice as far as the green trees and grass and everything else. So we know the place is growing, and we like it. Some awesome shots looking at those clouds and just parked right down onto the ground. That does look pretty cool. Let's see. What? I'm trying to keep up to what's going on in the chat too. It's not working. I can't do both at the same time. Okay, we do see some more eerie looking off-gassing there, if you want to call it that. We did get a little bit clear, but not by much later on, and you can almost see some mountain stuff behind it, but that is what the basics of the day look like there. So not a heck of a lot we can see, unfortunately, but it is what it is, and it did look a little hazy and foggy later on. When we look at these ones as an example, that is from about 1:40 in the afternoon, and it didn't really get too much better than that later on either. Cleared a little, but you can definitely see streets are wet. They had a lot of rain there, so if we put that back on the live view, you can see, looks like there's still high humidity or rain coming down. The street does look wet yet, so that's what they're seeing. And this is the south view, a little out of focus, and I'm not sure if it's just because of the way it is. But it didn't get any better either. This is what it looks like in the dark. Anyway, that's kind of it for Etna today. And unfortunately, I don't have anything else. I'm actually trying to work on finding a chart and reports on little quakes and tremors for there as well. So we have that extra information. And hopefully I'll be able to get that up and in within a week here. That is one of my little goals, to try to make things a little bit more lively and better for all of us. And let's pop over to Iceland and have a look there. Oh yes, the gray screen. Yeah, let me find that gray screen. And as we scroll back in the day here, there's Ragnar, and unfortunately the clouds were really, really bad. And if we scroll back a little bit more, there were a little earlier times which weren't too bad, but yeah, the day started out with dark clouds, gray, and that's what we're seeing all the way through. This is probably our best shot from fairly early this morning. There's Ragnar, though. We can't really tell if it's doing anything as far as off-gassing. The bad angle and the bad clouds up top there are not making that easy. I was thinking the whole day about the volcano in Iceland, and that was going to erupt last year, but can't remember the name of it. It was a caldera. Do you remember the name? The last year, the one that they were talking about Astja, having the rise up in Astja, and I don't know if that's the one you're thinking of, Yvonne. We'll point that out once we get there, but we can take a look at some of those maps, and maybe point out a couple of names there of ones that you suggested. That might be pretty cool. Brian, wow, thank you for our wonderful super chat for the first one of the day, and that is a $4 super chat. Perfectibility. 999 and $4 super chat. Thank you kindly, Brian. Do appreciate that wonderful support. Thank you for that. Okay. Anyway, not too many good views there today, so I'm not going to progress too much with this picture. We do see there are some people out there, even though it's not that nice of a day. We can see those bodies wandering around, looking on the other side, kind of the same thing there. Don't see a heck of a lot of new stuff. Everything is still sitting quiet, and we will take a look here. Baz UK, welcome, and hopefully you'll enjoy the show. So let's take a look at the other side, and of course this one is supposed to be the parking lot area and stuff like that, over parking lot 3 right there. And again, a very, very poor weather, as you can see. It doesn't look like there's too many people down here. If we slide that up just a little bit there, that's our parking lot. And I really can't tell if there's any people parked in there at all. Oh, there. Now we can see. The clouds moved away. Yep, there's a few people there. Camper sitting over there. Some bodies down on the bottom. So we know the tourists are still having a look. Of course, there's the berm. That is at the southern end of Nothaggy Valley. And we don't mind that being there. The flow only made it right to there. Oh, Tony Flabby is, I'm off to bed. Thank you for the stream. Tony, rest well, and we'll see you on the next stream, I hope. And anyway, let's slide down a little bit more. Yeah, we see a lot of that off-gassing. You know, that rainwater getting in there. And I'm wondering if we're going to get a buildup of rainwater here in some places. It almost looks like it's starting to find its low points. And I'm sure there's going to be some paths through here that are going to turn into a little kind of creeks, if you will. And it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future if that lake comes back in the middle, or wherever there's going to be a low spot. We're going to see perhaps a few little ponds here and there. But for the most part, you are still going to see a lot of steaming happening, and we're not going to have too much of that. Make bed, a drink, and then bed with the cat. Watch the stream in comfort. All right. While that is updating, quick peek over at Reykjavik itself, and of course that is doing its thing as well. Oh boy, in the fog. Okay. Yeah, that's not the greatest of pictures today, but hey, that's all we can do. So, echo the bot, echo the bot, echo the bot. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And stands in the confusion corner. Piggy, Piggy, yeah, maybe just grab a chair and sit there for a while. Um, it'll help. You can stand there or sit there for me. Nope, not going yet. Okay, DJ, not a problem. Just relax. That's the best way. Let's put on the harmonic tremor chart, and there it is. I'm going to refresh it just in case I missed anything. That was fairly fresh, but yeah, there is a last spike I didn't see before. So pretty cool looking. We do see a fairly good-sized quakes in here, and then a bunch of little ones, as we can see, and definitely happening. And yes, I did do some work on my computer to try to straighten all my stuff out. Actually, just to let everyone know, I actually got up at, I heard something beep, and it was my computer telling me that the stream was off, and it only beeps a few times, and then it shuts off, of course, not to annoy everybody. But I did wake up when I heard it, and at 3 a.m. My stream apparently went off, and I had to redo everything on the bunny stream. And then later on, when I got back up after I went to bed after that, and I looked at the other one here, and I figured, okay, well, we better update this too. So they're both updated. We should be all right for now, for another day or two before more updates are required. But that's kind of what we've got. All right, let's take a look. So we're going to look for a fairly large quake and a few small ones right in our Geldingedarler area, or Frager del Fjall. Hey, look, we've got all kinds of things happening there. Let me get onto the right screen. There we go. This is the area, of course, that we're interested in. But let's go up here and keep everyone in suspense. And we'll take a look at this stuff here. 2.2, come on, you can do it. There we go. Right there, 11 kilometers down, was actually from yesterday, 1948, was the time on that one. And then if we move out into the water here, I know there was a bunch. There's a 1.1 and a 1.5. So let's see if we can get them both on the same screen. All right, 1.1, 4.3 kilometers down yesterday as well, at 16:35 for that guy. And if the 1.5 did show up, that happened at 4:23 a.m. and that was 8.3 kilometers down for that 1.5. So definitely continuing activity up there. And of course there is the what we refer to as the Rikens Ridge up on the top side. And let's just have a quick look. A little bit of a swarm right here, and not just a little bit, I guess a lot of it. 1.2 kilometers down, 1.4 in magnitude, and 1:43 a.m. for that guy. Let's just pick out some of the bigger ones here. This one was a 1.0 at 2:32 a.m., 5.2 kilometers down. Need to be a little closer to get them out of there. Let's see. 1.5, 3:31 a.m., and that one is at 5.1 kilometers down. Thank you, Piggy, for the 5-minute warning. This 1.2 down here from today as well, 3:49 a.m. and 3.2 kilometers down. I've been noticing the depths are a lot higher in a lot of these areas lately here on these quakes. There's also that area that's about 7 to 8 kilometers down, like this guy here, 1.2, 7.9 kilometers down, and 1:49 a.m. Let's have a look at this 1.4 out here, 4:42 a.m., 6.6 kilometers down for that 1.4. And he's got a few more friends there. I'm not going to go through each and every one. We just want to move on and see what else we've got. There's Astya, of course. That was the one that they were looking at last year for the most part, thinking because of the amount of rise that we had in the area that it was going to go off. But we didn't see anything happening there, but out here at Bardabunga we've got a little bit of activity with some stragglers over on the other side as well. This 1.0 surface quake 100 meters down, and that was at 1:50 a.m. Going to these guys here, 1.5, 19 kilometers down, well below the ice, 1:50 a.m. For that guy. This 1.4, 17.9 kilometers down. These are getting a little deeper. 1:50 a.m. again, and that's interesting. Interesting why they're so deep. 18.4 there. 1:50 a.m. So all in that same ballpark for time. For even for that 1.2. Then we've got this 1.8 right here on the southeast side of Bardabunga, and that happened at 5:55 a.m. 2.1 kilometers down, so not very low, but 1.8, so that is a fair size. And then we have 3 over here in the main crater area, or very close. That one is from yesterday, 21:33, 7.5 kilometers down for that 0.1. This 2.1 was from today at 4:29 a.m. Only 1.1 kilometers down, so possibly in the ice yet. And anyway, 2.1, sizable. And this guy here, 5.9 kilometers down for 2.0. And that was at 4:29. I'm looking at the time. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to go through all of them. I do see one little speck down here, 1.1 down at Katla. That's probably ice movement. No, it is not. 16.2 kilometers down, definitely not ice. That was from yesterday at 21:02. Don't see any other spots there. Looking out at Hekla. Where's Hekla? Where the heck is Hekla? Hekla would be up here somewhere. Why am I not seeing Hekla? Hekla has hidden itself. Hekla is gone. There's Hekla. I knew I could find it, but yeah. Nothing new showing at Hekla, so we'll leave that guy alone. And the only other ones we have are these out here on the Rikens Peninsula. And I think what I'm going to do is take a quick break because somebody is calling Poppet, and Poppet, I love you. Maybe that'll stop Poppet from taking my leg off. Okay, on that friendly note, you good people, I am going to take a 5-minute break. If you haven't yet hit that like button and you are enjoying the show, by all means do hit the like button. It really does help us out. Also, if you're new to the stream and you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing if you feel that we've earned it. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Happy Mother's Day to everyone, and I will be back in 5 minutes. We will finish off with the Rikens Peninsula earthquakes, and then we will go from that point. So keep smiling, and I woke her up. I thought you already called her. All right, Piggy, no worries. Go to sleep, Puppet. All right, I'm gonna put it back on the other stuff here with some lava flow from back in day 54, so you guys can enjoy that. And I will be back in 5 minutes. Keep smiling and don't go away. Okay, I've got the microphone back on, and hopefully you guys are all good with that little bit of foot stomping music. And I gotta make sure I get that written down into the credits there, otherwise we're gonna be in trouble. Anyway, that one was some rough piano playing there. So hopefully we will be able to get something a little bit more upbeat in the future as well. And for those who are wondering, I had to redo everything here, and everything that was on the system before was all gone. Okay, so this is all redone, and it unfortunately is one of those things. It took everything out, so songs and everything. Chair dancing, lol. Well, I was okay, Biggie, and that's all cool. We don't mind that. You can chair dance if you like. What? Or wearing those keys out? Yeah. Well, hey, I'm trying. You know, my fingers, I'm getting older. My fingers don't work as good as they used to. So that is always awesome. Anyhow, we do want to get back over to our wonderful Ragnar, which you actually see on the screen, but that's not the picture we want to be looking at. We want to take a look at the earthquakes, and I will go there in a second. I just had to have another drink of Pepsi. I seem to miss that sometimes when I'm actually taking a break. I'm trying to do other things and appease the Wonders folks, and it was a little bit I was bebopping around the shop. Okay, my old mummy of hamsters. Glad that we were able to do that for you, and we'll see if we can throw a few more of those in the future. It does take a little bit. Graphite, karst, limestone, a metamorphic marble, and a slate stone. Slate sandstone. Wow, Irish monk. That's a mouthful. And I hope you got samples of all. The catch of the day, apparently. Ooh, all right. Well, there you go, Irish monk. The monkus has done well. Hope everything is labeled and ready to go there. Okay, back to where we were, and we were looking at the peninsula. And of course, for those people who are not familiar, this is Iceland, and of course we are looking at the Reykjanes Peninsula, Reykjavik right there. And if we zoom in here a little bit, there's Keflavik Airport, Keflavik, Yardvik, Reykjanesbær, and the base, of course. And then if we go down here, just to give you a lay of the land, that is Grindavik. And of course there's the Blue Lagoon and the power plant right beside it, and we see that wonderful swarm of earthquakes in this area. We'll take a look at those in a few seconds. I am going to actually go over to the lake first here, and we're going to look in this area. There are a bunch all over the place, and not so many in the lake again. But they're starting to spread out and move 6.7 kilometers down. That was from yesterday at 2024 for that guy. This 1.2 also yesterday's. Not going to worry about him. This 1.8 from this morning at 1:47, 7.8 kilometers down. And this one here is 1.1, 7.6 kilometers down at 6:42 a.m. or sorry, 16:42 this afternoon, so, or yesterday afternoon. Oh boy, I can't read. 1.7 over here from 2:57 a.m., 5.6 kilometers down, and that is moving back towards Gelding Gedarler, which we want it to do. And 5.1 kilometers down, 3:20 a.m. and 1.0 on that guy. If we slide over a little bit, we do see Kalir there, and then we slide down a little bit. Here's our Gelding Gedarler, and this is the location of Ragnar right in there. We do see this 1.9. That happened at 10:14 a.m., 4.2 kilometers down, 1.9 in magnitude. Then we've got this 2.5, 5.2 kilometers down, 10:10 a.m. This is always a happy sign, tells me that things are moving right in underneath there, and we like that. That's where we want it. We don't want it over here, we want it right there. So looking at these other ones a little closer, and Yvonne Kunkel, if you're still there, this one here, Hagefeld, is this the one that you were thinking of that may pop? But you were also saying that there was a caldera involved, and I don't recall offhand. Anyway, this is 3:38 a.m. For this 1.9, and it was 6.7 kilometers down, quite a distance down for that area. 5.5 for this one, kilometers down that is, and it is 1.4 in magnitude, 8:58 a.m. Then we had some little friends here, 1.1, 6 kilometers down, 6:22 a.m. And as we go along that ridge there, that was a bunch of vents. And looking at this one, 5.3 kilometers down for that 1.3, that's from yesterday at 21:34. And this 1.1 today at 2:50 a.m. And that is, sorry, 1.1, did I say 1.4? I was looking at the other one. 5.1 kilometers down, now we're going to the 1.4, and that is 4.8 kilometers down from yesterday at 21:26. Getting a little bit closer to Grindavik, and this one right here from yesterday at 21:24 as well. 5.7 clicks down for that 1.1. Then we've got the radio antennas right in here, and this guy is not too far away from them. That was yesterday's as well, as 4.3 kilometers down at 16:57. If we zoom out just a little bit, I want to see where the other stuff is. We do have this 1.9 off in the water, and that is always interesting. 13:27, so 1:27 p.m. 6.3 kilometers down for that 1.9. Just little ways out in the water from Grindavik. 1.1 here all by himself, 4 kilometers down at 10:11 a.m. and he's just sitting there. And then we get over into this area where we have the other steam plant, and I'm wondering what all we got going on here. Let's see. Okay, we can do this. 1.2, that was from yesterday at 18:10, so we're not going to worry about that guy. This one was yesterday at 15:57, 1.2. This 1.5 right here, yesterday's as well at 6.8 kilometers down, 17:26 on that one. Then we had this one, 2.3, 6.8 kilometers down, 17:54. And when we got a little bit bigger one there, 15:53 as well, 7.2 clicks down, 2.5. And another 2.4, also 17:55 yesterday, 7.1 kilometers down for that 2.4. And then one more here, and that one at 20:15 yesterday. So, and then we've got some stragglers, of course, as 1726 yesterday as well, 6.8 kilometers down for that 1.5, and then you've got a couple more 1.2s there. Not going to worry about those so much, and just going out a little bit to see if there's anything else in the Rikens Peninsula or the Rikens Ridge. We don't see anything, so that's kind of what we're seeing on these maps. If we go over to this one, we do see it is quite busy, and we did get most of them. I didn't see though this one out here. This is just on the rim of Astia. 0.78 happened today at 12:17, 16.6 kilometers down roughly, and he had his other friends over by the other fellow over there, and 0.18, very small, was actually from yesterday at 23:13, and 0.39 from yesterday as well at 22:56. Just want to confirm these other ones here. This didn't show on the other map. This was from 5:16 a.m. Just about a 0.1. Sorry, a 1.0. It's actually a 0.96, and that one is 0.99 kilometers down. So just about 1 kilometer in depth. Might be in the ice yet. I'm not sure how thick that ice is there. This other one at 8 minutes after 5 a.m. 0.6, 1.2 kilometers down. Again, could be something in the ice yet, but don't know for sure. And this is what I was trying to look at. The other map did not indicate this. So we've got these three areas here. So this is a Bardabunga area. And when we zoom into this little mess, we see 1.47 from yesterday. This guy is also from, no, hang on, was that today? Yeah, that is today, 7:50 a.m. Sorry, my bad. 18.9 kilometers down, 19.7 on this 0.34, and 7:56 a.m. 1.4, 17.9 kilometers down. These are really, really low, so something is going on deep down in the depths in that spot, and not sure what's happening there, but they are there, and they're doing their thing. So looking back over here at Bardabunga and seeing that 1.7 that was from 11:55, 2.1 kilometers down. This guy here, a 0.9, and that's very close to the surface. That would be probably in the ice, 144 meters down, so definitely not that far down. 11:02 a.m. on that guy. Then we have a 0.01, and that's about a kilometer down. 11:52 a.m. on that one. 0.18, very small, 0.9 of a kilometer down, possibly still in the ice. 15:02 is the time on that guy. Then we got this 0.85, 11.6 kilometers down from 8:50 a.m. So it's worthwhile having a look at these other maps and correlating between them. 10:29 a.m. for this 1.98, 5.89 kilometers down, and we'll have a look at this other guy here, and we see 7.56, 546 kilometers down for this 0.97, which happened at 3:33 a.m. So that kind of gives you a little bit better of an idea of what's going on there. And let's see, we don't see too much else. There is that one that I thought was Hecla's got to be here, and there was this one that was fairly close to Hecla. I didn't see it on the other map. That's why I was kind of looking for it. And 6:36 a.m. 8.2 kilometers down for that 0.93. And of course, we do see this other one down here. 3:02 a.m. 1.08, 16.2 kilometers down. Wasn't on the other chart. Important to know those things. Pardon me. And anyway, we did see the other larger one there. That is on the 1.7 at 8:57 a.m. and that is 5.6 kilometers down, and this 1.0 9:20 a.m. So those are definitely there, and this is the bigger one that they showed there from a 1612. No, that's 0.6, and that's not the bigger one. How come? There's the bigger one. I want to hit that one. 1610, there we go. 2.54, 5.2 kilometers down, and then that 1.89, 4.1 kilometers down at 1614. So that kind of shows you what's going on, and we do have a whole bunch more in this area. So I'm not going to go through all of them, but it's definitely worthwhile having a look. By the way, that is as close to our Geldingedarler. That's right there, Ragnar. So hopefully we will see stuff in the future. This wasn't Ragnar. This is, which one is this? Hang on. Come on. You'll show up eventually. Ah, great. There. Put my mouse on you. No, doesn't give me a name. All right. Anyway, that is pretty cool. So I think we will leave that be for right now, and we're pretty good with what's going on in Iceland as far as the earthquake activity, and we'll continue to monitor it because obviously it means something is going on. Anyway, let's poke around to some of the other volcanoes real quick. There is Sakurajima in Japan, and we'll just zip through these real fast. That is the closer view. This is the harbor view from a little further away. Yes, the ice cream boat is there for anyone who wants to go get ice cream. And no, I don't have ice cream loaded because I had to change everything. Like I said, everything in my software today, I'm running bare bones, if you will. All right. So yeah, if you need ice cream, you got to run down there and get it yourself, and that is really awesome. Okay, next one, Mount Fuji, and of course Mount Fuji hiding in a layer of clouds. Not going to be able to see it today. There we go over to Aso, and Aso-san is continuing to steam quite badly, and that is steam since of all that rain. Apparently I was reading some stuff last night. They were saying that a fair amount of water has puddled into there, so that is steaming off now. And that is Aso-san, Aso, A-S-O, just so you don't mispronounce it. And of course that one that we can't see, our little pea soup video here, not sure if we can see anything at all, going back about 8 hours, and yeah, really hard to tell what's going on there. You do see a little bit of a plume coming out, and I know it's horrible. It's horrible. You can't barely see it. I wish they could get a better camera there, but we will take this since they don't have anything else. So excellent nonetheless, and of course looking at the amount of clouds they've got there right now, you're not going to see a heck of a lot. Anyway, I'll put it back onto Sakurajima, and maybe right there for right now. And I am looking at the time clock. It is just about time. Thank you for the 2-minute warning, Piggy, and we're going to run out of time if I don't get through this. So wonderful. And anyway, for those who have not yet hit that like button, and if you are enjoying the stream, by all means do hit it. It does help us out with the YouTube analytics, and it really does help and does work. So the more the merrier, and the more pleased we are for being able to see that. Welcome, Kathy and Kananaskis Country, and let's see, did I miss anybody else in there? Daryl R. we got earlier. Okay, I think we're good with names, but yeah, hit that like button if you're new and you haven't subscribed yet. By all means. We've got a rare phenomena here, guys. Ship 1 is already docked. Ship 2 is coming in. You get double ice cream today. Isn't that excellent? Double ice cream, you guys. So enjoy it. You got two places, yeah, two scoops. Two scoops from each ends up being four scoops. So you can definitely have your wonderful ice cream. Billy Bob Joe, welcome, and glad to have you back on board. So yeah, that is awesome to see. That's a good catch. We got to remember 6 a.m. we're going to have two boats in at the same time. So pretty cool, pretty awesome. All right, on that friendly note though, it is time to go take that break. And when we come back from the break, of course, we will have our wonderful bacon seeds. I got to make sure they're all loaded up properly. And we will go from there. So I don't know, do I want to leave this boat docking happening here? I'll see if I can turn the music on, and I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear that with it being on the other channel. I'll see. Okay, I will be back in a few minutes. Don't get a brain freeze, not too much ice cream at the same time. And I will be back in 5 or so minutes, you guys. Don't go away. Thanks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on, and we should be back on it. Evil is forbidden. Welcome. And, yep, I hope that evil is indeed forbidden. Anyway, welcome back to all of you good people. I'm your host, DrFox2000. You are watching VolcanoX live stream. Yeah, what? Jeepers, Dr. Fox, you sausage. Why, thank you, Piggy. And, just a little bit of fun there. Let's see what we can do for bacon seeds. And I know I didn't have the sound on there while I was doing that, so all good. Whoa, hang on here. Irish Monk, for you. I'm Elena using the monk's account and credit card while he cooks. He will not mind. Monkus. Oh, I'm going to write that down. Monkus. Monkness. €5. Thank you very kindly, Monkus, and so he should be in the kitchen cooking. Oh, what a good job for him! And thank you kindly for that wonderful super chat. Do appreciate that. Let's get on with our bacon seeds, though, and have a little bit of fun here, and that is awesome. So, of course, you've got. It being Mother's Day, here's the clan planning something for their mom, and of course you see most of these guys are black in color, and there's one oddball in there, and it's all right. We don't mind oddballs being in there once in a while. All looks good. So let's carry on with our wonderful next guy, and he's definitely big ears, scraggly hair, and looking for handouts. So, if you've got something to feed him, by all means, hand him something. He would love it. And let's keep going here. This little fella, getting a little big there for a bacon seed, but he's out in his yard roughing it and scrounging around. Here's our next guy. He's got some kind of a smirk on his face. He's been up to something, and yeah, you've been caught in the act, whatever you're doing. So, really cool. 3 months old. Okay, Piggy. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. This guy here, I don't know how old he is, but he does look like he's almost got camouflage. And of course, this little guy is a lot younger than 3 months, I guarantee that. And yeah, the eyes say, bite me. This guy here is just like, hey, what are you doing taking a picture of me? And we like it. All right, this guy definitely looking like he just finished combing his hair up front there, and nice and straight. And not sure what he's going after, but might be up to something. Not sure what's going on. And our last bacon seed, that's my favorite one. And that one does look nice, Piggy. He's interesting looking little fellow. Anyway, one more, there we go. And this guy here, looking at you from the other direction, Dalmatian style, looks pretty awesome. And we do like them, and those are wonderful bacon seeds. And of course, I did have a picture earlier. I don't know where the heck it went, that I wanted to share, but we do have one more picture here that is for all those wonderful mothers today. And we wish you all a happy Mother's Day, and hopefully you have yourselves a really, really good one. So that's our bacon seeds and our tribute to the mums today. We can probably make that look a little better if we set it in the middle there, something like that. So, yeah, I don't know if that takes the fuzzies out of it. That was a fairly small picture, so yeah, don't thank me. Thank Piggy. She's the one who supplies these, and she did a wonderful job with them as always. And welcome Lisa P. Frampton, and also Diane Craig. Glad to have you guys on board. And Daryl R says Happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there, and thank you for that nice super chat, Daryl. And that is wonderful. Thank you, Daryl R. And $10 super chat. Thank you kindly for that wonderful support. I do appreciate it. Okay, so on those notes, let's get back and take a look at some of our other volcanoes that we haven't looked at yet today. We did have a look at the stuff that was going out at our Azores. There we go. But we haven't looked at Mexico yet. That is, of course, Popocatépetl, and I gotta find my screen here. There we are, and that is one of the views. It's in the clouds for the most part. There's one of the other views. This, of course, is the buffering view. I don't know why that one would buffer, but we'll refresh it and keep going. We moved over a little bit, and there you can see Fuego de Colima, which is a little ways south of Guadalajara, Mexico. And it does look like there is a plume sitting on top of it. I'm not sure if that's a plume or a cloud, but I do believe it was a plume from what I had seen earlier. We can always go back a little bit and just try to see if we can find it. Hard to tell because of the conditions there today. Very foggy and stuff like that. But it does look like that is coming off the top of the volcano, and that is something to watch for. Yep, definitely coming off the volcano. So it is Fuego de Colima, and that is south of Guadalajara, Mexico. Just so you're familiar with that one. Do not confuse that with Fuego of Guatemala. And I know that sounds similar. Guadalajara is a city in Mexico, the country, and of course Guatemala is a country by itself. That is Fuego. Unfortunately, we don't see a heck of a lot, and I'm just checking back in the day. Yeah, we did have a few little plumes come up here. Right around here. This is about 7.5 hours ago, and that wasn't too bad of a picture when we seen it. And there you can see it billowing out some of that goodness that we like watching come out. And of course, that is, I guess you could kind of say it's Mother Nature's way of off-gassing. I don't know if you can really put it in a polite term, but that's what we're looking at. Anyway, it is definitely doing its thing, so pretty awesome to see that it is continuing to be active. That was from 7:48 a.m., by the way, and we did see that. There was a few more little plumes in between it getting covered with clouds and not. So this other one here, kind of hard to see it coming up at first. There it is, though. You can definitely see the dark ash as opposed to the whiter clouds doing their thing. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, I didn't say hi to Craig Thor, but welcome, and okay, you'll be right back. Alaska 2, Dr. Fox. Okay, I will have to see if we can get our Alaskan volcanoes back on there as well, and see if we can get that fixed up. That was one of the ones that I was not yet able to fix up all the way because it was fairly dark there. Let's see, there's another couple of good plumes here that we wanted to look at. Let's see if I can click there, maybe go back just a little bit, 5, 10, 15, 20 seconds, something like that. So we had kind of a double plume coming up here. It's burped and then it burped again, kind of thing, and threw some extra pyroclastic ash out and did its thing, really moving a little bit faster. If this was at nighttime, we might even see some bolts of lightning in there, because that particular one was a little bit quicker as far as the speed of the ejecta coming out, and that is always awesome and cool to be able to see that. Okay, we will leave Fuego be, and then we will head over to other places on the world. Fuego is doing its thing. There is a picture that we can't recognize, but that is Tolica, and it looks like we've got some dirt on the lens as well as the smoke blowing right at Tolica, so we know it is off-gassing today. I don't think they've fixed our other camera. I tried refreshing it, and still the same shot from the third, so I'm not going to worry about Messiah in Nicaragua today, so we'll leave that one be. We'll put it back onto that one, and let's carry on. Looks like it's raining there. Anyway, this of course is Merapi, and Merapi, it's doing its thing, and of course, let me see if I can get onto those screens. What I do see is kind of shocking. You see stars. And it's absolutely nice to be able to see a little bit of clear skies for those poor people who've been dealing with a heck of a lot of thunderstorms as of late. And if we put it back a little bit there, we'll be able to watch this next little spot of lava get a little bit bigger and roll down the hill on 2 cameras. So this is pretty neat, and we like it. Let's see. All right, yeah, bacon coming down the hill, and just a very thin sliver. So nothing major happening there. So let's see if we can find a couple more good ones. I did see a few of them there that weren't too bad when they did erupt. Weren't all that great though. They really, it doesn't show those massive rivers of lava like what we had at other places like Geldingadalur and of course Cumbre Vieja, where you just get those massive flows coming out. I'm just trying to advance this a little bit to get it ahead to there's the spot I'm looking for. Once we see the light come out, and of course it gets a little bit brighter up top, and you'll see that lava move down some. So also on this screen looks pretty good. I will be in Dublin tomorrow. Oh, cool. And Patch Ers, hi from Dublin, Ireland, and welcome, Patch Ers. And of course, Dublin, isn't that where Irish Monk lives, somewhere over there in that same area? Ireland? That's Dublin? Never mind. Okay. All right. Looking at some of that, you guys are more than welcome to have a look. There's some few more neat shots in there, but most of it, it's calmed down a little bit as of late. Not as much. This is another one here that we see really not putting out as much material in these small eruptions as what we'd like to see, but hey, it is what it is. We'll take everything the way it is. Number 95 or 6 or 7, who knows? I like, what? In the like queue, woot. All right. Well, if the like queue is that high already, I'm liking it. Let's see if we can get it over 100 real quick, and that would be really, really awesome, you guys. And if you haven't hit that like button, give it a quick shot. Anyway, that's pretty much it for looking at what we see at Merapi today. And this one, I was just going to look here to see how these clouds kind of try to bend themselves around the volcano, which is pretty cool. And if we go ahead a little bit, and we'll get that starting to light up. It was raining there at the time, so always a little bit of poor visibility. You can see on there a little bit of lava flowing down, and unfortunately it's hiding underneath the clouds on the other side here. But that is Merapi, and I'll leave that be. I'm going to put that back to present. It should be getting closer to dawn there, so the lights, it'll start lighting up here pretty good. 4:26 a.m. at Merapi, by the way. And we will pop over and take a look at Semeru. And hopefully Semeru is working. There it is. And yes, we have some wonderful lava. Hey, what's this down here? How'd that get there? That wasn't there last time I looked. Let's see if we back up a little bit, and maybe we can find out what caused that. It's already there. Let's back up a little bit more. Oh, looks like it was already there before we got them to zoom in. And let's go from there. Yeah, so you can see that spot was there earlier already, and I'm wondering how it got there. It must have been a pretty good shot out of there. Yeah, that looks like right around here somewhere. And of course, that is from Semeru. And you know, the fact that it's really glowing there right now, it looks like it's got a hole right there, and some of that lava is coming out of that spot rather than coming down the hill. So that's interesting to see. So we do have a port or an opening a little bit down from the top of the caldera. And of course, that is that big V that's worked into this area for a fairly long time. So possibly just a weak point and a little bit of lava poking through, which is always nice to see. We do like bacon coming down the hill, no matter what. But that is Semeru, and that's what it is doing. So let's have a look at a couple of the other ones that we wanted to peek at. Taking you all over the world here. Let's see what our Stromboli is doing. Stromboli, I don't think is doing a heck of a lot. Hard to see, and yeah, really, really hard to see. They must have some bad clouds in there, because you can't even see the thermal cameras. Neither one of them is showing anything, and we can't see. We know the edge of the hill is roughly around there, so we should be seeing something in there, and we don't at all, unfortunately. And then, of course, over here, we're not seeing anything either on either one of the thermal cams, and that is not so good. But let's take a quick look out at Taal, going back to the other side of the planet. Wow, we move quick, eh? At the speed of light. Only a few fractions of a second, and there we are over in the Philippines, looking at Taal, a volcano, and that looks pretty cool. And I figured out why all my music got pulled off of here is because I had to reload the scheme slightly differently, and I'll have to back it up more often. I did back it up today already, and we're going to try to make sure we get these 1 minute to Kraken release. All right, 1 minute to Kraken release, and I will put us back onto some other lava flow so you can get your fill of lava today. And of course, that is from day 54 from the Icelandic volcano eruptions, and that is Ragnar as it was building itself up and doing a beautiful job at that. Let me throw some different, well, this is, I guess, one of the music files. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'm still working on the music, so if we don't have the right ones in here, don't panic, you guys. But do enjoy it. And anyway, I'll leave it at that. For those people who haven't hit the like button yet, please do. And I do thank those who have. I really do appreciate each and every one of you bopping that thing. Also, if you're new to the stream, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as well as that bell notification so you know when the stream is on. That would really, really be awesome. And on that friendly note, I am your host, and I am going to take a 5-minute break. For goodness sake, Miss what Munkus was using my credit card while I was in the kitchen. Normal service has resumed. She has promised to sort out her own account when I let her out of the cellar. Irish monk, I suggest you let her out of the cellar right away, because that's not going to cut it very well. You best watch out. If there's any good marble rolling pins in the kitchen, I would hide those prior to releasing her, though. Speaking of things being released, Pop, it has been released. I need to get off of here. You guys keep smiling, be good, be nice, don't kill anybody. Watch out for rolling pins, and I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. Don't go away. I want to see what happens to Irish Monk. I'll be back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the music off and the microphone back on. Thank you, everyone, for staying and enjoying that wonderful, wonderful time. Want more of that? I will see what I can do. And Grandma B, we do want to try to get some other music. I know the spacey stuff does kind of sort of fit, but it will put you to sleep. And I want to try to keep a little bit more upbeat stuff going in here. So we'll take a look at what we can come up with in the future. And thank you, Piggy and Sue and Paul for the welcome backs. All good. Same with Kevin. Thank you. Kathy saying, okay, Grandma B, I fell asleep, only had 2 hours last night. This morning, happy Mother's Day. And yes, happy Mother's Day to every one of you. And that is a mom, of course. You know, certain people in here I don't think are mothers. What? Color Radio, Ohio plays a fire. Okay. Well, we'll have to take a look and see what we can come up with. All right, let's move on to some other stuff. We did want to take a look at Hawaii itself. And whoop, I need to change that screen setting slightly. And there we go. That was from last night. Fish pie in the oven. She is out contemplating stars with a glass of wine. I'll check my bank or back account. Your back account. Oh, that's going to be heavy on your back. And yes. And all right, so this was 31 minutes after midnight Hawaii time is when that shot was from today, and this is a current one from right now. And of course, our good friends Two Pineapples were out there this morning doing a live stream from Kilauea, and they did have a good visual on this. And it's excellent to see. So anyway, we do see the hot lines in our lava field here. Looks pretty cool, pretty awesome. The toe hole a little bit more build up, and it definitely is starting to look like it's trying to make itself into some kind of a hornito of some sort. But definitely building deeper and deeper. Next shot, of course, again, just after a half an hour after midnight, Hawaii time, and there is the current picture from this angle. Again, you can see the lava pool, the primary event right here, which is a bunch of hornitos. It's really hard to see them in all that smoke, and then we're seeing a bunch more smoke in different places. Right here beside what they call Pig Island, there's some smoke there, but also here, and a lot of it right around the edges. I notice on this side is quite a bit, and then a very big hot spot over there. We do also see it along this edge, and that's more noticeable in the other pictures. This one, again, from about 30 minutes after midnight, 31 minutes after midnight. This is what it looks like right now. Here's that island out there and that smoke from behind it. And of course, you can see where the ends are of where it seems to be flowing downward and leaking out of the crater itself, or lava lake, if you want to call it that. Really noticeable all around the backside edges here. A lot of smoke coming out, and this is pretty solid stuff here already. And the fact that they're getting a bunch of off-gassing there is telling me that there is a very fresh hot magma or lava intruded underneath that. and that is what it is. There you can actually see your Hornito a little bit better, and that is that other one. So it goes from this main vent and through a lava tube to this guy, to another lava tube, to that guy, and then that little lava tube that feeds everything. And that shouldn't be too little, it's actually very big, since that has quite a big flow going through there. A quick look at the thermal, and this is what it looked like last night. You can see the Hornitos there, and the little divider or extra Hornitos where it splits up. Let's refresh that, take a look at what it's like now. Definitely more noticeable here at the Hornito. Definitely I see this toe area and has some interesting spots in it, changing a little bit. Lot of hot lava over here as well as around the edges, hence the reason for all that smoke. So we know there's new fresh lava building up around the edges in this thing. This whole thing might get a little bit deeper or thicker, and that's all right. We don't mind it doing that. Let's pop over and we will take a look at what we've got for earthquakes in the area, and I will use the other map, and here we go. Earthquake map, and this is the USGS earthquake map, of course, and we're going to zoom into Hawaii, and we can see what's going on. Of course, red dots are the freshest ones. We don't see any red ones. Looking at some of these, that was from 722, 2.4 kilometers down, up here on Mauna Loa, and not sure what is causing that, but that is almost sea level or thereabouts, so it's getting something happening there. This other guy at 1.8, and they're calling that part of Pahala, which is this area down here, but that's okay. We don't mind them doing that. And if we zoom in just a little bit more, we've got this one out here in the water, 1.9, 29.5 kilometers down. This guy here is 1.9 as well, from 1443, 30.4 kilometers down, and 2.2 here from 10:16 a.m. That is 33.7 kilometers down. This 1.8, 30.4 kilometers down from 5:02 a.m. This one 9:47 a.m. 2.1. Then we got a couple stacked up here. 2.3, 32.5 kilometers down from 8:21, and then the last one underneath there that's fairly new looking, 2.7, a little bit bigger, and 32.1 kilometers down at 5:36 a.m. Don't want to forget that this guy out here, 2.4, 31.7 kilometers down, and it is at 6:46 a.m. So that's all we see there. I don't see anything else new over here. This little swarm seems to have kind of stopped, and nothing. So Mauna Loa has one, Mauna Kea has none, and Kilauea, of course, only has the older one right there, and that is, of course, from a couple of days back already. We're not going to worry about that. But that is the crater, and that is basically the caldera within a caldera within a caldera, and that's how it works. This is the USGS observatory up there, and the viewpoint that everybody goes to is up in this area here. Not 100% sure where they're actually at, but that is where that viewpoint is roughly, and that gives you a pretty good idea. While we're on this map, that's pretty much it for Hawaii for today, but I wanted to point this out. North of, well, this is Iceland, and this is Jan Mayen Island, that is part of that wonderful ridge. Seeing that is a sizable quake, 10 kilometers down, happened at 15:14, and that is all part of that mid-Atlantic ridge, which goes right through Iceland. There you can actually see that ridge the way they show it coming through there, and that's usually where we're seeing our quakes, you guys. Right there, Bardabunga, that's one of the spots that we see, hot spots. And when we zoom in over here, they don't show the line as much, but there's our lake right there. And if we zoom in, it basically goes right through Geldingadarle and those areas, and of course very close to Grindavik, and pops out. So that is kind of what we're seeing there. And I just wanted to make that little note that we did see that one up there. Looking for other sizable quakes, mid-Atlantic ridge here, this 4.7 happened at 13:43, 10 kilometers down. And you know, with this happening and that happening, you're going to see some other movements. You've got a 5.5 out here by the Virgin Islands, and that is not too far away from that swarm that we have over ongoing over at Puerto Rico. But that is, of course, a subduction zone, so you're going to see some earthquakes. You also have that 3.4 there, which was from yesterday. I'm not going to worry about all those. A lot of them in there that we really don't need to worry about so much. We do see this here, Costa Rica 5.0 from yesterday as well. I'm not going to worry about them either. This looks newer. Yep, 11:51 a.m. and that, of course, was out by New Caledonia. And then we had some other ones here. Let's see, what is that guy underneath? 5.0, Tobelo, Indonesia. And then, of course, he had that other one. Oh, there's two there. Oh, there's three there. Okay, 4, 5. Sorry. This is 5. Another 5.2 from yesterday, 5. And this is from today, 4.6. And that one is also from yesterday, 4.9. So definitely a little bit of shaking going on there. And then we had this guy right there, 4.7, part of the Philippines, 35 kilometers down, was yesterday's. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. They're not showing the earthquakes along here. I don't know why. USGS just doesn't want to do that, but that's kind of where we're at. I know they had, and I don't know if Piggy, if you felt this one yesterday. This was what time? Oh no, sorry. This morning, 7:22 a.m. And that was 4.7 out here at Crete. And of course, our cost is right here where Piggy is. I don't know if she felt that one, and that's a fair sized one. So hopefully everything was okay, and we are all good. Ennis Eskin, welcome back, and glad to have you on board. Let's see, I'm just trying to keep up to the chat here. It doesn't, chat's moving too quick for me to keep up with that and do what I'm doing at the same time. They also did have another one in Greece, 4.6 at 8:30 this morning. So kind of interesting to see those. Figured we'd throw that in. All right, let's pop over to, I want to take a look at Canary Islands, and of course we can see, first thing I wanted to see was this. This was from yesterday. Okay, that's the old one. I don't need to worry about it. And not a heck of a lot going on. We see the stars showing us the newest quake, which is actually on Tenerife rather than La Palma. And if we zoom in a little bit, We can see this here is a little bit older, and that's from 2 days ago already. Not going to worry about that. 2.5, and I think this one is older as well. No, sorry, that happened today at 8:22, and that is actually a pretty good size. That is a 2.2, but it is 53 kilometers down, so that's a long ways down in the ground. Not sure what's all going on here. This 1.1 at 4:57 a.m. Their time, but let's look at La Palma because that's what we want to look at. And I can tell you, La Palma has not had anything in the last day. Last one was yesterday at 15:12, and we have no new ones. So the four from yesterday are there, and no new quakes in La Palma. So things are quieting down. Oh, it's getting quieter. All right. Boy, that's hard to say sometimes. George Couteau, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And any news from Seo, George? Yeah, we touched on that right at the very first of the show, and no news as per se. We had, I think there was 7 quakes or 8 quakes out there, nothing major, and they were all fairly small. I don't know if it even showed up on this map. No, it didn't. And if I go full screen on it, this is refreshed. So, yeah, it doesn't even show up on this map, unfortunately. And that is not good. Did this actually show the... yeah, it did show the other one. Oh, there's another one up there that we didn't see. And that is from 2108 as well. That's a 4.0. So we do have a 5 and a 4 there at up on the ridge, and tells me that North America is moving. And in case you're wondering which direction North America is moving, it is it's, hang on, which way is it moving? I know this plate is moving that way. Is this moving to the west? Yeah, I think it's moving to the west. I'm going to have to double check that. I think this is actually moving kind of southwest, and this is moving to the northwest as far as the Pacific plate. I'm going to double check that though. Don't take my words for it. All right, I'm going to make that smaller again, and let us carry on over to our earthquake map. No, volcano map, my bad. And I don't want to refresh it. I already did that a couple times today, so I'm going to leave it as is. I see we do have a couple of new quakes in there, but that's all right. Anyway, there you go. Iceland up there, Seo George right there. And of course, we talked about that already. Not that much going on, but we're hoping and keeping fingers crossed that we are going to see something. There's La Palma, of course, Cumbre Vieja, and then Michael Volcano down here in South Sandwich Islands. And then you have the Ring of Fire, and of course Hawaii in the middle with Kilauea doing its thing. Not too many really big quakes, not going to worry about those. This is Tofua, and that is out in Tonga, and not doing anything major. Ruapehu, didn't hear of anything new coming from it. Same thing with White Isle Volcano. That's Yasur, of course, and then his buddies there. And of course, we have Liolotok, we got Semeru and Merapi and Krakatoa in the lineup there, and Ibu and what's his name? I'll think of the other one. Dukono, that's the other one. Dukono was the other guy, and when we take a look out here, Those are a little distance away from here, though, and I'm kind of wondering if we're going to see something happening in this area. There's a 5, there's a 5.2, 5.0, 4.6, 4.9, and then we've got this other one, a 4.1 out here, right close to that island. And I don't know if that's any indicator of any type of volcanic activity, but it's certainly tectonic movement of some sort. Sliding up a little bit, there's Suwanosi Jima, and the other red one is Sakura Jima. The rest are all in a lighter state. And here you've got Karimsky is that volcano, and then the other one's on the Kamchatka Peninsula. And of course these are Aleutian Islands here, Pavlov, Great Sitkins, and Semi. And somebody was mentioning about Pavlov or about Alaskan volcanoes. So we're going to have a quick peek there, see if we can't get some new pictures from those going. Changing the map over to Alaska. That was the last we had of Semi from yesterday, but we're going to try. This is their daily shot today. Doesn't show a darn thing, and we'll see what else we've got in here, and hopefully it'll show us what's going on. And don't see anything yet. There we go. All right, we do have some action and some clear skies, sort of, for the time being. But yeah, there is a little bit of stuff happening there at the volcano, and that is Semi, of course. And you can see a little bit of pluming happening as the day started for those people there. And actually, I shouldn't say those people there. There's nobody out there. This is the Aleutian Islands, sparsely populated at best. Okay, but anyway, that was what we were seeing there. This is the Great Sitkins. That's their standard shot. This is the Alien Eyes, and ooh, great balls of fire! What the heck was that? And that was the Great Sitkins launching the sun. Yep, that's the sun coming out of the Great Sitkins. So now we know where the sun goes at night. It goes into the Great Sitkins volcano and comes out in the morning. I'm kidding. It's looks good though. Boy, and it really gets bigger from here, and then all of a sudden it jumps up and it's like massive. Really neat to see. So that is always nice. See you when you are back, Craig Thor. Craig Thor's leaving. Craig, okay, be good, Craig Thor. Take care. And anyway, so we do see the Great Sitkins off in the distance here for a change, and we like it. And of course, it's hard to see it at times. It is white too. That's pretty cool. All right, the other one here. This is the other side of the Great Sitkins. Actually, I need to refresh that. There we go. I'll see if that'll do it. Nope, didn't do a darn thing. That camera's broken. And of course, that is Pavlov from yesterday. And let's see what it looks like today. If we have any different views, definitely would like to share that with you. There's our morning get out of the sun stuff. Looks not bad. Okay, so we do see it, and it is definitely there doing its thing. I don't know if that's an actual little plume or if that's just a cloud heading by, because those look like the same clouds. Anyway, that is pretty awesome, and lots of snow up there. Brr, makes me cold. All right, my shin doesn't belong in the what? doesn't belong in the tropic. Shin? Okay. I'm not going to go there. Anyway, that is what we've got. Let me take a look and see what else we can find here real quick. We did the maps already, and I think it is basically SO2 map and weather to wrap things up today. And I did have this one refreshed not too long ago, but hey, I'm going to do it, refresh it again anyway. Oh, go away. Look at this. Yucky, yucky. Monday night or Tuesday morning. Those things, those are called snowflakes. I don't like them. I'm allergic to those. Get them off my screen. Anyway, looking at Canada and the US, Canada looking pretty good as far as SO2 levels. We do have our pollution hotspots, of course, Edmonton being one of them. Not proud of that at all. Anyway, getting into Central America, we do see Mexico doing its thing, as well as Guatemala. So Mexico City and Popocatépetl are working together to make that mess happen. When we get down here, Fuego is making a little bit of a plume here, and then of course in Nicaragua we've got several volcanoes that are active. Same thing down here in Colombia. I'm not going to worry about those guys too terribly much. We do see down here a lot of industrial pollution coming from there. This is Sabancaya, and Sabancaya, if we make it bigger, we can see what it was doing over the last 24 hours. And we'll just let that play and just see what we've got. Not too bad for today so far. Let me stop that, and we want to go to that last frame. There you can see that it was working on getting some of that gas out, and looked pretty awesome. So that is what we've seen. Looks pretty cool, and let's just zoom out of that. While we're over here, I think we can zoom in here a little bit. This is the highway, not Ruapehu, but this is coming from our wonderful volcano just north, White Isle volcano, north of New Zealand, and that's what's there. This is Tofua doing its off-gassing. Yasur, Yasur isn't too bad. We're gonna have a quick peek at what it did over the course of the day and the night, and they didn't get that many pictures, but I do like this one here. That really does show how much dirty stuff is coming out of that thing. So it's actually not that bad, though, all things considered. That it's been running for 870 plus years, so doing its thing. Looking here at what we have in Indonesia, levels are not so bad. Luolotok there, Semeru and Merapi, and then Krakatoa on the end. Jakarta here is of course adding to that wonderful plume. This is over here by Ibu. Ibu is making a mess, and that is okay. Looking here at what we have, I don't know what's coming from over here. There's got to be another volcano causing that, because we know it's not off-gassing from, oh yeah, get him out of there. Hidden, yep, that's the new ones. They're coming around again. Wonderful. Thanks for taking care of that, Arizona Snowman. And anyway, we do have our little stuff right there. Taal, a volcano doing its thing. Taiwan there. Tony Flabby, by the way, is living, where is he? I'm just trying to get my bearings here. Oh, he'd be here in Bangkok. that's a little bit of industrial pollution as well, but that is Bangkok. Just so you kind of see the area. He lives there somewhere in the jungle. It's a concrete jungle. All right. I'll leave it at that. Bangkok, of course, has turned into a modern city from what it used to be way back when. And anyway, out here is where we'll have Suwanosi Jima is out in this area, and then of course this would be from our wonderful, there it is, Sakurajima, and it is doing a bunch of off-gassing, so that is pretty neat. Plus there's a bunch of industrial stuff out there as well. Sliding up a little bit more, we don't see anywhere near as much of the SO2 from up here on the Kamchatka Peninsula, so kind of happy about that. I don't know if it's because of the faster winds making these wonderful patterns and spreading it out, or if it's just a lot less gas coming off of there. India still normal, Middle East still pretty normal, same thing down here in South Africa, not going to worry about those. DR Congo right in here, industrial as well as the volcano, but Urta Ale over in that area, not going to worry so much. That is minor compared to the pollution from the people there. And this, of course, this plume of red, that is from got three different things causing that. Etna, of course, is one of them. Stromboli is the other one, and of course you've got Volcano in there as well. That kind of gives you what we're seeing for SO2. Nothing in Iceland. All that big fast breeze is keeping it clear. Let's go over to the weather map and have a quick peek and see what we're looking like right now. I'm going to refresh that because that was already 4 hours old. All right, we'll start with North America since we're right in the middle of it. At the top, we don't see too bad stuff up in the northern areas. Wow, they're getting some of that warm air all the way up into Churchill and places like that, 13, 14 degrees. Winnipeg, those areas, 18 degrees, that's pretty warm for in there. I wish that warmth would come over here, not go over there. Would be nicer. Looking at the coastline, they did still have some very cloudy weather in Vancouver this morning, as my mother reported when I talked to her. Of course, Edmonton, I'm not looking too warm, and we get down into the U.S., we do see the Midwest area here quite warm, and boy, Texas has got some real hot weather all the way down. Oklahoma, holy mackerel. Yeah, warm. Phoenix, 34 degrees Celsius. That's pretty warm. Anyway, we see some of the darker areas here, 40s, 42 degrees in some places in Mexico. Looking in that area, man, that's hot stuff. Nice weather and really good. South America, in the jungle, pretty temperate as far as it's keeping its 26, 27, 28 degrees, which is really nice for the jungle, and lots of humidity there. Southern portions, though, the bottom end of underneath whatever that country is, I'll get it. It's chilly over here in Argentina on this side, so kind of cuts off right around there as far as the warmth for Argentina. So not so bad. Sliding over, quick look at Iceland's warmth or cold. There is still some warm air mixed into that stuff that's flowing up here, possibly from the Gulf Stream. 8-9 degrees Celsius. That's not bad for evening weather, and even warmer in some spots. So not bad. If we go over to Ireland, and that is where Irish Monk, of course, resides, out in the western side here. So he's got 13 degrees, 12 degrees, not bad at all. And a little cooler up in Scotland. England is also a little cooler, but still very nice for as far as temperatures are concerned. Germany as a whole, top end a little cooler, bottom end a lot warmer. Yvonne will probably have some nice temperatures, 11 degrees or thereabouts. We'll get into France in a second, and actually France and Spain look a little bit more up there as well. Same thing with Italy, not as bad. Looking at Norway, Sweden, and Finland here, still a little on the cool side, but they are definitely warming up, and at least it's not in the minus 20, minus 30 degrees Celsius range. So definitely summertime popping in there. Even Poland, half of Poland is warm, the other half fairly cool. And as we get down a little bit more, Budapest, let's see, 14 degrees Celsius, yeah, not bad. Istanbul showing 11 degrees, but it's amazing how much from there to here that temperature changes. And when you look at what Piggy has for temperatures at the island she's on, you got to remember this is nighttime temperatures, 17, 18 degrees. That is pretty darn good. Same thing out here in Crete. The higher elevations a little cooler, but right down at the coast, you got about 18 or 19 degrees Celsius. So pretty awesome, warm. Of course, looking at Africa, northern Africa, pretty warm in most places. Sliding over to the Middle East, pretty normal there to see those types of temperatures. India, same thing, that's kind of normal weather. And we slide back over into Indonesia and the Philippines and that area, and seeing that it is still what it is. Zooming in a little bit on Australia, boy, that bottom half is starting to cool off. Northern area, not bad as far as temps are concerned, and but definitely getting a little cooler. Down here in Tasmania, a little bit cooler as well, 3-4 degrees. Almost time to put on long underwear. Looking at New Zealand, not bad. Higher elevations, of course, cooler, and a little warmer around the lower elevations. Which is really nice. Can you look at the weather at Hainan Island, China, to see if it will be okay for tomorrow, March 7th, rocket launch? I don't know where that town is. Let me see if we can type that in. H-A-I, I hope you spelled it right. Hainan, and then China, and see if that, well, it gives me a province. That'll probably work, but yeah, that's here. So yeah, 21 there now. That is what they're seeing. Let's take a look at precipitation. Okay, well, in the next 24 hours, I think they're going to get some thunderstorms moving in from out here. I'm not sure how fast that stuff is moving, but that would probably be your launch area, and that's kind of what we're looking at. So hopefully that tells you what it is, and let's just zoom back out, taking a look at some of the weather. We do see off the coast here, Kamchatka is getting some of it, and Japan and southern end got some storms. That's why it's such poor visibility. Not liking this one bit. This is over us or just to the north. There are snowflakes, and I don't like snowflakes. Okay, I want spring. I want summer. Some warm air causing some issues up here, and the cold refrigerated air is mixing with it, pulling out that humidity and making snowflakes. This is kind of the whole thing in northwestern US as well as western Canada. Sliding over a bit more, we see eastern Canada eastern United States getting sideswiped by a little bit of a storm that's probably traveling upward a little bit. And here's what Iceland is getting. And yeah, they're going to get some heavy rain washing through those areas. Probably why we had poor visibility earlier there. And of course, you can see some pretty heavy stuff. If we slide over a little bit more, looking at what we're going to see, not that good for Ireland. I'm possibly going to get some rain tomorrow in the western sides anyway. Not bad in London, England, I should say. Germany, only a few showers down in the south. Looks like Switzerland and Austria here have a little bit of stuff in it, as well as going down into Italy and Sicily down at the bottom there. That's why we can't see Etna as well. A little bit in France as well. Spain is looking really a lot better, which is really, really good. And I think we'll take a quick look around. We do see that equatorial storm. I did want to zoom in on Hawaii here and kind of check the weather for it. Doesn't look like they got too much happening. A few rain clouds here and there, and not overall not bad from what I see. So that is pretty good. And New Zealand, yeah, New Zealand's getting some rain. I don't know where everybody lives there, but I hope Amelia doesn't get rained upon too much. And those poor people in Tonga are getting it again. That's a bad place for that island. They should move it over here somewhere. Closer to this one, and New Caledonia. Then they'd only have to worry about earthquakes so much, right? We do see this storm still off the coast here. That has finally moved. It was over here, moved all the way through, and it is still here. It's amazing to see that, and still doing its thing. So I think that's just about it for today's show. I think we've gone over by a bit, but I'm not overly worried about that part anyway. And let's us put this back on our temperature. I want to find the cold spot for today. And yesterday we had minus 73 degrees Celsius. I'm looking for what we can find here today. Minus 72 right there. Okay, so that's pretty cold. We don't see anything colder than that. There's usually another cold spot here somewhere. There, minus 60 something, 61. Yeah, not so bad over here. 61, 63. So yeah, there's some cold spots. 63, 64. Yeah, if you're a penguin, make sure that you bring your blankets and your warm jackets. Minus 71. There we go. And minus 72 degrees Celsius is today's cold temp. So yeah, always. Let's see if I can get there. We go. We'll leave her right there. So just remember, that's what we've got. Minus 72 degrees Celsius. No matter where you are, it is colder down there, and that is something you want to avoid. On that note, it is time for me to wrap things up, you guys. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. A big thank you to Perfectability 999 for Brian for his wonderful super chat. The Monkus threw in that a €500 super chat. No, I'm kidding. It was a €5, not 500. But Irish Monk is probably still checking his credit card statement just to make sure. And Daryl R also threw in a $10 super chat. Awesome, you guys, and really do appreciate the super chats. Also appreciate each and every one of you that that is green in the channel. Of course, all you guys are supporters of the channel. I do want to say thank you. Big shout out to all of you. Really awesome for you to help out and support the channel. And also a big thank you to my moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, and C&D Boy. And if my others are in the background, there's usually a couple hiding there as well. And I do appreciate Gary and Joseph hiding in the woods doing their thing when they are able to. So thank you, moderators. I really do appreciate you guys being here. Also, again, a big thank you to all of you, part of the Lava family. And we are really happy that you're all here, and I hope you all enjoyed the wonderful chat. What is it? Wambra, welcome. Glad to hear. All right. And we're all good, and this is it for the stream for today. And I think what I am going to do, though, is put you back on some lovely lava to end the show. And I'm trying to find a spot here on my other screens and see if we can get that going for you. And there we have, oh, let's see, okay, that should be good for a few minutes, and that'll be for ending the stream. We're going to move it to that. And of course, this is from day 54 of our Icelandic eruptions. Just a little bit of reminiscing, if you will, and that is what we're seeing. So thank you, everyone, for being here today. I really do appreciate it, and I am going to put that other music back on, not the upbeat stuff. Although these are all supposed to be upbeat, and I'm not sure how that works. But thank you all for being here. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And hopefully I will see you all again tomorrow. And remember, tomorrow is Monday, so going back to our late evening, or well, 5 p.m. start my time kind of thing. So just so you're aware of that, that way you don't show up at the wrong time. Hence the reason for having that bell notification on, that way you know when we actually go live. So on that friendly note, it is time for me to say thank you and good night. So please remember, tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Have yourselves a wonderful evening, morning, day, and all the best to all of you. Oink, oink. Good night.